how do you kind of like fill the funnel in with marketing in a way that doesn't have you come across needy? Because like the reality is, you talk about Warren Buffett and Brad Pitt are people that have built-in status, right? But Warren Buffett and Brad Pitt aren't doing email marketing.
Okay, all right, huge topic. So first of all, I do a lot of outreach. So I'm an investment banker. I help companies raise money so they can grow faster and more smoothly. All right, and so the way you meet people in investment banking is you go to conferences.
Yeah.
You do cold calling. You do call green sheets and all that kind of thing. And I don't like doing any of that.
Yeah.
Right. So I do media, so people hear about me. They go, oh, I met this cool guy Oren on a video. I saw one of his emails. Our company's thinking about selling itself or raising money. Let's call him. So that's why I do it.
Yeah.
All right. And it's fun.
Yeah.
All right. So, but in terms of filling the funnel, right? I think the quality of the pitch will impact how many people are in the top of the funnel. All right? That's why we don't focus at all on closing. We don't know any special closes, right? Yeah, here's the best close I have. Press hard, Landon, 5th copy's yours. Right? I mean, this is the close. I go, I don't know, let's do some paperwork. And the buyer goes, okay. I go, I don't know, we'll produce a contract or you can produce one. I mean, it's like in our closes, you would look at and go, that guy is not a top 50 salesman of all time, but a bottom 50 salesman at all time, right? If you saw the way I close, right? That is because we pitch properly at the beginning, eradicate neediness, raise our status, and tell the buyer they have to prove to us why we would work with them. So that's why I don't have a close, right? So if you pitch better at the opening, the top of the funnel gets more full. And now, as we've been talking about, you're not needy because you're busy working with lots of people. I feel like the pitch or the sales premise or the intro to your product, whatever it is, should be one that other people want to talk about and spread through the market by making themselves look good. That's how
because it makes themselves look good.
So let's say I'm raising $50 million for Ontraport. I put together a pitch that feels not so much like a sales deck for Ontraport, but a Gartner report on the sales automation industry with the flavor of Ontraport. So now attorneys see that and they go, man, this is so interesting, right? And they pass it around to their venture firms and their clients and their billionaire buddies and go, you should read this. You're going to learn a lot about this industry, right? And this company is doing some really cool things. Yeah. Right? So to the degree your pitch is interesting, it's somebody or your sales premise is interesting, and people see it and they pass it around or they show it to their friends and they engage with it, top of the funnel fills up. The other thing is the right amount of information at the right time. I see most salespeople at the beginning of the call give, on a first call at the beginning of the call, give the whole everything, right? But that's not how buyers buy. That's how salespeople want to sell, to be efficient. That's what I would call sales efficiency. It's not what I would call the buyer's process. So think about yourself as a buyer, right? What do I want? I want a short email with something that's interesting, right? I mean, if we're talking about sales automation, right? So sales automation turns out used correctly. The right sales automation pick used correctly can mean 30% more profits. Okay? According to every Fortune 500 firm, 500 out of 500. All right? So I don't know. I need to spend some time with it, but short. All right? Then, I'm interested to learn more. Okay, so then we don't send white papers and PDFs and websites and interviews and demos, and it's overwhelming, right? All right, let's do a 6-minute call. A little bit of what we talked about here. Hey, today that's the singular thing that will determine the success of a company, either make them a front runner or a back runner in their market. Nice and easy to understand. Super hard to deliver sales automation software, and so you got to pick the right vendor because it's not just features, it's it's some of the other technology things. You got to pick a company that's going to be around for 15 years, otherwise you're hosed.
Yeah.
Right. So like a short pitch, and then the buyer will say, "Interesting. Send me something." Mm-hmm. Right. So short pitch. Nobody's going to buy without going, "Send me." I need to see the things you say, the things you said, in black and white. So I can, it's easy to say things.
Yeah.
I would like to see them written down.
Yeah, so I can pass it around to my coworkers.
Yeah. So then you got to send them something that captures what you said. Then you can come back around and set the pitch meeting where you give the pitch and can demand a decision, right? A decision doesn't have to be by today, but look, you sent out an email, you worked with someone, you gave them a 6-minute pitch, they asked for additional information, you gave them good quality, clear information, you've done everything right, fairly, the way normal business people do, right? And now you go to the pitch, you give a great presentation, right? It's been an awesome experience, honest, authentic, truthful, fun, new, novel, interesting, fast-moving, credible, all these great things. You can now say, look, I've done what I can, right? I got to choose how to spend my time. Where are we? Mm-hmm. Okay? And so if you do all that right, then you can demand some clarity, right? If you sell the way that buyers buy. Again, short email, quick phone call, follow-up information, logistics for a full pitch meeting, and at the pitch meeting, expect some guidance on where we're going. That's what I think fills the funnel full and lets you manage your time well and eradicate neediness, if that made sense. Yeah, absolutely.